Yo, what's up guys, it's Trevor, and today I will be answering the question blanks versus cut and sewn. There are factors that play into both, and after this video you will know if you need to go with the blank route or the cut and sewn route. I have had experience with both while running my clothing brand. Ultimately the decision will be up to you, however hopefully this video will help you out if you are still indecisive. If this video in any way helps you, drop a like, or if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I make content helping out those who want to start a clothing brand or those who are already running their brand. What are blanks? Blanks are basically pre-made hoodies, t-shirts, shorts, sweatpants, etc. that other companies wholesale out for people to print on. These will come completely blank, so it's literally just a blank colored garment, and it'll usually have a tearaway tag. Some of the most popular companies that produce blanks include LA Apparel, Made Blanks, Shakaware, Comfort Colors, and All Style. The blank companies that I've worked with in the past and that I have used for my own personal brand include LA Apparel, Shakaware, and Made Blanks, as well as when I used to do $10 shirts, I would use All Style t-shirts. All of these blanks are pretty much like at least bottom line industry standard. I would never recommend using like a Gildan. The Gildan lightweight shirts, don't do those for your brand. What is cut and sewn? Cut and sewn differs from blanks because unlike blanks, cut and sewn, you have full control over everything. This includes using your own custom measurements to get exactly fitting garments how you want. You essentially get full customization of whatever you want to make. So if you want to make a pair of pants and have it have 3 odd shaped pockets, you can do that. Nobody's stopping you. Cut and sewn is usually done overseas. Some of the most popular manufacturers people use are China and Pakistan. You can also get stuff domestically made if you're located in the US. However, getting those done in large quantities is usually pretty expensive, and most people go overseas for full production runs. So far, cut and sewn is probably sounding better. However, there are some benefits to blanks, such as you get to be more hands-on with your brand. If you use blanks, it's more of like a do-it-yourself attitude. Yes, you could pick up blanks and take them to a screen printer or an embroidery shop and have that done, but the whole point of like blanks is doing it yourself, and that's what I really enjoy about blanks. For around the first year and a half, I solely relied on blanks for my brand, and I'd customize them, such as like give them a custom dye bath, or distress them in a certain way, crop them in a certain way, screen print them in a certain way. I had full control over my brand, and that also resulted in better quality control. When you work with manufacturers overseas or anybody cut and sewn, they don't know how you're thinking about the garment in your head. However, when you're using a blank, you have an idea of how exactly you want something to turn out. Another benefit to blanks is it can be more fun and engaging for you. If you're more hands-on with your brand, you're probably going to want to do it more. At least that's how I started out. I was really interested in the hands-on aspect with running my brand rather than just getting everything made. Quick interruption for all of those still watching. Thank you. And if you are enjoying the video so far, drop a like. I'm currently opening up my commissions to help out aspiring or current clothing brand owners. Oftentimes you can get overwhelmed with how much work it is running a brand and need someone to help you out. I can be there for you. My services include tech pack work, such as creating a whole tech pack for you with custom measurements and more, garment design if you are stuck with exactly what to create, and graphic design including logos, shirt designs, etc. With over 4 years of experience, I feel confident to satisfy your needs. If you are interested in any of the following, please do not hesitate to message my Instagram @Trevor. My prices may be steep for some, but those willing to invest in their brand and make quality work do not miss this offer. Thank you so much for continuing to watch my channel, and let's get back into the video. Another benefit to blanks is that it's easier with lower amount of orders. When you're a brand starting out, it's hard to find a manufacturer that'll have a low MOQ. Most of these manufacturers offer like 50 MOQ or 100 MOQ or 250 MOQ, and when you're a starter brand getting 5 to 10, 15, 20 orders max, it's difficult to hit those minimum order quantities. So with blanks, a lot of these companies you can find like on secondary sites such as like Blank Style and All Day Shirts. They will allow you to order literally one size of a blank if you so please. So when you're first starting out, this makes it a lot easier. There are also some benefits to cut and sewn, such as with cut and sewn, you have unlimited customization. The world is literally your limit. You're limited by your creativity and how far you want to go on making a piece. Another benefit to cut and sewn is it's less physical labor. You're not going to be over there screen printing your own shirts. You will instead pay people to do the work for you. This can result in you putting more time into marketing, designing new pieces, shipping orders, etc., especially when you're a bigger brand. Cut and sewn is ultimately the best decision for bigger brands. My buddy that runs Low Interest, he personally screen screen prints all his pieces still, and he gets huge quantities of orders, which I'm assuming is really stressful on him. However, if you use cut and sewn and you have a manufacturer make your pieces, it's easier for larger orders since you won't be the one putting in the actual hands-on work. So let's get into the cons with both options. Some cons to blanks is you're limited on customization. You're limited on whatever these wholesale companies offer, and that goes with the fit of the shirt too, which people will all the time tell me, what's the best blank? I want a blank that fits like this. And it's hard to find a blank that will check every single one of your boxes, so that's a benefit to cut and sewn that blanks will not offer. Blanks is literally just you testing out a bunch of blanks, choosing the one that you like the best or fits your desired look for your brand, and running with that. Another con to blanks is if you're going to screen print like I did, I will also be releasing a video shortly about how to screen print for your clothing brand if you're interested. With screen printing, it can be a pretty costly startup. You can start screen printing, however, for like $500 and get basically all the equipment you need. Although it won't be the best, it'll get your foot in the door. However, with cut and sewn, you can literally just buy a sample for like $100, $150. Some cons to cut and sewn is it can result in being more costly. When you're constantly purchasing samples and bulk orders, it adds up very quickly. For example, let's say you're doing a 4-item drop. You got a pair of pants, 2 shirts, and a hoodie. Each shirt might cost you $120 for the sample, so you're already up to $240. The hoodie might cost $160 to $180, and then you got pants that are about $200 for a sample. Those are just samples alone, and if you want hands-on product, then you're gonna have to fork out even more money. So cut and sewn can get pretty expensive. However, if you're using blanks, a blank will cost you $2 to like $5 for one blank. Another con to cut and sewn is you'll have to wait for samples and bulk production to finish. When you're doing blanks and doing everything yourself, your deadline and time limit is ultimately up to you to decide. With cut and sewn, I've personally ran into manufacturers that have taken incredibly long to finish my bulk orders, and then you got to end up turning that on your consumer and trying to explain and be transparent with them on why it's taking so long. Another con to cut and sewn is finding a manufacturer off rip can be a little difficult. Some manufacturers have very poor quality control. I had a buddy that has a clothing brand and one time literally got sent uncut fabric. How do you get sent uncut fabric? That would never happen if you were using blanks. If you're new to my channel, I have a video on how to find a manufacturer, which can greatly help if you're interested in using cut and sewn. How to produce something that is cut and sewn. To start with cut and sewn, you're gonna have to do a bunch of research, but essentially you're gonna be creating a tech pack, which I also have a video posted. And then as soon as you create your tech pack, you're just gonna basically find a manufacturer on Alibaba or Instagram. I recommend Alibaba a lot more than Instagram manufacturers. And then you're gonna forward them your tech pack, purchase a sample, and then you basically got your cut and sewn product. If you'd like to produce something that uses blanks, you're gonna wanna do research on best blanks, which I can also make a video on if you guys are interested in that. Once you get your blanks that you've decided that you're set on, you're gonna buy your screen printing equipment, which I am making a video on in the future. From there, you screen print or embroider or do whatever you wanna do to your shirts to make them perfectly to your liking, and then you release them for your customers. Anyways, if this video helped you guys in any way, shape, or form, please drop a like, and if you're brand new to the channel, subscribe. We're pretty close to 10,000 subscribers, and I think we can hit that before summer. I'm currently working on a drop for my brand. I have no drop date, but if you guys are interested in following my clothing brand, it is on screen right now. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. This has been Trevor, and I'm out. Peace.